Hello. Now, it's strange to say this, but I feel sorry for Boris. I think he probably will succeed this evening. I don't know. I have no real magic crystal ball, but I think he probably will scrape through by the skin of his teeth. That's the way his life has gone. But it's partly the way his life has gone that has brought him to this mess. He's had a charmed existence. And I think most of the times when he's failed, it's been through a general character defect, a failure to take things seriously enough, a failure to be entirely honest, and a failure in basic housekeeping. He is chaotic. And it's made me think, what do you do? In most jobs that we do, there comes a point where the people who want you to stay are outweighed by the people who want you to go. Or the people who want you to go are more powerful. Their voice is louder. Their voice is always louder, actually. And you've got to ask yourself, is it more painful to stay and fight or to leave and do something else? How do you get out with honor? How do you think of the future? How do you do something else? Now, in the case of Boris, I think he's stuck because I don't think he has another game plan. And he's making such a pig's ear of this prime ministerial job. One wonders what his future will be after he resigns. I think no one has sat down with him and explained that his time is up, that it's simply a matter of when he goes, not if he goes. And therefore, why has no one sat down and explained that he has an option to do some good and to define the future? Unless, of course, he actively thinks that a future of Priti Patel or Liz Truss is one we want. I don't think he can think that. The mistakes are too big. And I don't see that he can be blind to the fact that someone's, as a foreign secretary, your first job is to understand where you are. Your first job is to master the geography. To make a major geographical blunder when you're posturing and trying to project an image of bellicosity is childish. That's Liz Truss. To be caught in allegations of bullying when you were in charge of the Home Office and when so many Home Office telephone calls begin with a warning that the call is being recorded and that irritation will not be tolerated, that bad language will not be tolerated, and so on. Well, somebody who has a record of bullying is in charge of that. What example is this person giving? I don't know. It seems inappropriate, and yet Boris stands by these people. I like a person who is prepared to back his or her friends. I like that sort of person. I give them a lot more time. It seems to me to be honourable, and each time I mention the word honourable, some wag will say on YouTube, in the comments below, how can you talk about honour when you talk about Boris? He has none. I think that's wrong. I just think, like Mary Poppins said, it's just got misplaced. It's just misplaced. Boris, I think, has good intentions. The problem is, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Good intentions are not enough. Words are not enough. We need to see actions. And we need to see actions here. It's not enough to do it on the world stage. And I think actually he's been spectacular in his leadership with Ukraine. He has taken on the leadership that should have been Liz Truss's. I think that should tell us something. I would like to see Boris stay a little longer. I would like to see Boris bring the talented and charismatic people from the backbenches up to the cabinet table and up to major positions of cabinet responsibility so that they can take over when he goes, and he will go. I would also like to know that the opposition grows in strength, because a strong opposition is a strong government. And I think the Conservative Party needs to tighten its belt and recognise that in all probability it's going to lose the next election, and it must prepare itself for a period in opposition. If it's going to be successful, that period in opposition needs to be one which is led by a competent and charismatic individual, not some bumbling twit. Enough.